Would be cool to hear you and EO talking about things on stream sometime. Oh, bro, I'd love to. When I had EO on the podcast with me and Vulcan, he was one of the easiest people to talk to, honestly. My problem, EO, is that I don't get why he doesn't just make a video with detailing his points and avoid the problems of vagueness. Other CCs said they'll help him proofread his points. Can y'all give me a quick example of something like where you feel like EO had a shit take or something? Because I feel like that then we'd be able to get somewhere with it. The swap back negative edge, the X community needs me really messed him up. Yeah, but okay, so there you go. You gave me a perfect example right there. The X community needs me was a perfect example of the community inflating that to the most severe degree of the intention of behind the word, right? People took it as bro thinks he is him. Bro thinks he is the elite content creator, but he was essentially trying to say that the community in Wuthering Waves, which by the way, I think St. Tontes is now the guy that the community has, right? The community didn't have somebody who is trying to uplift the community and only point out the positive elements of the game. He basically was saying they didn't have a St. Tontes at that time. But people took it as, oh, EO thinks he's the best content creator of all time. Although the meme was fucking hilarious, although we like exaggerated it to the highest degree and it got a good laugh out of it, I know good and well that's not what he meant. That's just not what he meant, I don't think he handled the Mr. Pokey tournament drama well. Okay, Sam, another thing, and this is not me defending EO. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. That tournament with bro, like not filling his stats up or whatever, it wasn't that deep either, man. It wasn't that deep. It really wasn't. Like, they would have lost that tournament regardless. I'm telling you, they would have lost that shit regardless, bro. And nobody showed up to that tournament. Well, I can't speak for everybody. I damn sure didn't show up to that tournament like having an esports competitive heart, because it's a fucking gacha tournament. I knew damn well we were off on a uneven foot because everybody else is gonna have E1s and E2s and all that. I'm not about to get in that bitch and be pissed, bro. Like, it just doesn't make sense, man. However, here's the other thing I want to talk to you about that tournament, because I don't want y'all to think I'm saying Pokey's an idiot. I think boys will be boys and boys are competitive, right? And Pokey snapped, like getting mad at EO wasn't wrong. And EO being salty and saying some goofy shit on the spot, like I don't remember what he said. Oh yeah, why didn't you walk me through it? Like, I completely get all of the roasting on them, right? But at the end of the day, I view that as funny. Like, it's just fucking hilarious. This is like, think about it. You ever grew up with your boys? Chat, hear me out. Have you ever grew up with your boys and you and your boy got in a dumbass argument? Y'all should have ended that shit like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, but y'all didn't. And y'all still arguing about who would win out of a fight, a gorilla or a fucking or a bear. Who's gonna win, a gorilla or a bear? And y'all sitting here just looking like absolute fucking clowns, right? It's like everybody, your friends know, like, why are these things? It's not that deep. That's all it is. It's just like, okay, it's over. All right. Oh damn. Then later on, you're like, man, that was funny as fuck. No, we was really going hard about that shit. It's just boys being boys, man. Like, but the internet gets into that and they try to make it like it's this real conflict, like it's this real problem. And I saw people villainizing EO. And I'm just like, bro, it's just two niggas who are salty that they lost. They got competitive. They're salty that they lost, man. That's it. And y'all are like, wow, I can't believe he didn't like hold himself accountable. I can't believe he's not fucking, he didn't max out his trait. What a fucking scumbag, man. It's like, bro, what are we talking about, man? Chat. And so I watch this shit from the sidelines and I mind my own business. But I am thinking in my head, like, there's no shot the community is blowing that shit up to where they've blown it up to. Oh, EO again, fucking up hard. I can't believe he lost that tournament for Pokey. Brother, what? Are we really sitting here making this more of a problem than it is? And I'll be honest, chat, every single time I've seen EO under fire, it has been some really lukewarm ass shit like that. blown in though to like he's fucking Bowser and Mario, or he's Voldemort. I'm like, dude, every single EO drama, I'm dead ass chat. Everyone, you cannot show me a single EO drama where it was actually like serious. I'll go over to his Twitter right now because I bet that, where's that tweet at, man? Like I'm serious, chat. I'm sorry. We gotta look at this shit because I want y'all to understand what I'm talking about, bro. Where's EO at? Hold up. All right, what's that tweet he made? Holy searching. We gotta find this. All right, and then all this gets ignored. By the way, EO being positive, that gets ignored. We gotta find this tweet. Where's it at, man? EO is so active on here, it's insane. Okay, you niggas don't have an actual issue with what I'm saying. You have an issue because I'm the one that said it. I think this is completely valid, though. This is what I was talking to y'all about. Because EO's already in a ditch with the community on terms of what he says, they already read his shit as, oh, he's about to say some dumb shit again. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is so fucking true, man. But look, what's going to happen is you're going to get people who are going to say like, nah, bro, like, shut up, nigga, your shit is dumb. And people are just going to run with that. But he's not lying right here, man. Bro can say the sky is blue and people call him out. Yeah, it's just like, okay, let me go back to this though, because I want to find the actual tweet. Where's the tweet at? Oh, here it is. This is the one that like hit the fucking fan, right? Had a banger convo with some amazing creators about the current roster of Gacha games, but primarily Wuthering Waves potential. A couple key takeaways without digging into too much detail. Now, chat, I wasn't here part of this conversation, so I don't even know what the conversation is. I'm just going to go ahead and try and read between the lines because I wasn't part of the conversation, right? What was downfall will be that of the community, public perception, if they continue down this path. Criticism is not y'all's enemy. So I can immediately understand how the Wuthering Waves community could find this as like aggressive towards them, right? Because he's basically like, he's talking in a way that comes off as if like Wuthering Waves is going to like fucking fail and die, right? So I understand that. I completely understand the whoa, where's this coming from type of a thing. But if you like consider the context too, if you consider the context, this was literally right after me and St. Tontez's clash. I imagine EO saw that and took that into consideration. Also, chat, like deadass, hold up. Let me give you a quick example here. Let me give you a quick example. This video is my most disliked video on the platform. For a couple. Most disliked video on the platform, and I shit you not, chat, I didn't say anything incendiary. All I said was the TOA feels mid, and then I explained my opinion, right, chat? Like, hear me out. Because this is the thing that these motherfuckers don't point out, you know? I explained my opinion, straight up, it was my opinion, and I literally shared a fucking opinion that a lot of people agree with. Even Rexlent, right? The guy who's looked at as the Kuro guy, even he hates Tower of Adversity. I guarantee there's a lot of people in chat who also literally feel that Tower of Adversity is mid. I didn't say anything crazy, right? What happened here? You see what I'm saying? If you watch this video, I swear to God, you're gonna be like, wait, why are they so mad? But it's like, and you go through the comments, the same thing. Like, you can find a lot of shit and you're just like, niggas just mad for no reason, bro. And so when you come back to this, I look at this and I'm going, oh, he's probably taking a look at how mad people got due to my video. Like, me and him haven't spoken on Right Hand of Bible. I haven't spoken to EO about this. But if I were to read this, that's what I would think. And then he would take into consideration his own personal experience that he had when he pointed out that Wuthering Waves, his critiques of Wuthering Waves way back then, right? He's taking that in mind. He's taking what happened to me in mind. And then he's taking like what's occurring. And he's saying this public perception is going to make people not want to go and play the game. I think it's fair to a degree considering the context, but it is 100% a shot at the community. But again, chat, I want to be honest here. I'm not gaslighting the Wuthering Waves community's feelings. But when I look at this, I don't go, I'm going to shit on EO for this take. I just go, yeah, bro, he's feeling a certain type of way. But when the Wuthering Waves people get wind of this, bro's Voldemort. He's evil, right? I don't understand that. I'm just like, this is not even something to like make drama about. Criticism is not y'all's enemy. Chat, 4K proof. You know what I'm saying? Look, 4K proof, chat. That's a valid thing to say. It's a valid thing to say, man. It's like, yo, what? Okay, let's continue on. Figureheads of these spaces need to hold more accountability and acceptance in their position of power, and please shame the community together. Okay, chat, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is EO, and I'm gonna go ahead and take and like straight up just lay it out. I'm an honest motherfucker. This is EO being respectful towards Saint Tontes. He didn't want to straight up say Saint Tontes needs to understand that when he's sitting here like commenting on people's stuff, there is a certain level of influence that he's going to hold over the community that watches him, and then they're going to go and like bash on whoever the hell he's like just shitting on live on screen. He wasn't trying to call one guy out, and so he did this RIDDLER thing, right? Figureheads of these spaces need to hold more accountable, accepted. This is how you basically criticize without singling somebody out in like obviously making everybody aware. I'm talking about this guy, right? But then Tech, who is honestly one of the funniest motherfuckers, not in just the gotcha space, but I feel like bro needs to do stand-up comedy, right? He calls him the RIDDLER, and then the whole community fucking just memes on it, you know? Because it's funny. It rings true. It rings fucking true. But again, this is not inaccurate. It's really not. It's not even an unreasonable thing to say. It's not even an unreasonable thing to say. Figureheads of these spaces need to hold more accountability and acceptance in their position of power and police shame the community together. He's basically saying right here, when my community, when my Gacha Smack community is fucking lashing out at whoever, and I'm just sitting here letting this shit slide, that's not okay. Be a leader and say, yo, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro? That's not how we get down. We're grown ass people over here. What are y'all doing? You don't go over there and tell Tech to off himself. You don't go over there to Mr. Pokey and say he sucks or he's a terrible content creator or whatever the hell. This is not how we get down. What we do is we treat ourselves like adults and we have adult conversations. And when I put this type of thing into perspective with my thought process, chat, you start to see how I'm slowly but surely deleting this illusion that EO's just a dumbass, right? You see it, but you see the influence of it. When you get somebody that comes on camera and starts breaking this shit down, then you go, wait, you know what? he's all of a sudden, he doesn't sound like an idiot. That's influence, man. That's power that I have, that I'm capable of. It's power that a lot of us are capable of. And people need to be aware of that power, of what they can do to a community. S tier content that isn't reacts and guides. This is where I tell people, or I agree with everyone else. I think this is just a terrible communication. This is a RIDDLER example. It's just like you literally gotta have more substance than just this. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, well then what content is this? You gotta elaborate on that. S tier clue. I can't defend that. I can't. Kuro needs to get more directly involved with benefiting their creators. I think we all know at this point that EO was basically probably talking about more sponsorships and probably the creator server, which I disagree with, but that's his opinion and he agrees with it. I mean, that's what he believes in, and that's okay. You know, I think that's completely fine. What I will tell you though is so there was a rumor going around with Kuro, and I don't know how true this rumor is. Me and another content creator, I won't say his name because, well, I didn't get his confirmation. It was brought to both me, him, and honestly several other content creators' attention that Kuro has an exclusive deal with an agency. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not true. And that agency is getting a lot more deals than everyone else is because of the deal that they had. Again, this is alleged, right? I don't know how true it is. But what I can tell you is that a lot of content creators that aren't in that agency aren't getting the deals. They're just not getting the deals. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Maybe this is referencing that. I'm not sure. And that's one of those conversations, dead ass. Look, listen to me, chat. That's one of those conversations you can talk to all content creators about, right? Don't just get it from just me. You can ask whoever the fuck's covering the game and talk to them about it. Talk to many other people about it. And then you'll have your answer on whether that's true, valid, or not. Kudo's going to fail at their vision if they don't quickly establish WoW as its own thing and not a Genshin plus XYZ identity. Yeah, this is just too bold. I think this is just too bold. It's like it's a confidence that kind of goes against the grain with what's kind of happening right now in real time. If anything, I feel like Kudo's like momentum is going up with every patch that they're doing, every patch they're updating. I feel like it's going up and up and up. So it's a very strong opinion, a hot take that honestly opens up people to push back on it. And I think that's fair. I think it's completely fair that people push back on that because it's just like, well, what is your where's your reference point here? Now, I already told y'all that this is pretty fair though, because I do see a hell of a lot of elements that are in Genshin Impact that are contained with Wuthering Waves. And Wuthering Waves, guys, it's Kudo's version of Genshin Impact. That is what it is. So I don't agree with that one. Power World made millions off of a Pokemon plus X identity. Let me really consider what you just said there. I think that's a bad example. And the reason I think that's a bad example is because Power World literally it's not even remotely close to Pokemon. It has people who look like Pokemon, but the game and how it functions, not even remotely close to Pokemon. So that's actually a really horrible example. Power World's closer to Digimon. It's honestly, you're like building shit and you're fucking hunting people with guns and stuff. In fact, if you want me to be honest with you, I think you used the right example of what EO's trying to say. He probably wanted Wuthering Waves to be like Power World, you know? So anyways, I'm continuing on to get through this because I wasn't planning to even do this. I'm just doing this to explain to you guys how like some of this shit, yeah, you can provide critiques and shit, but people blow it up like it's just insane. Some of it's pretty accurate, some of it's not. But the way he was portrayed like everything he said was wrong. Everything he said was out of pocket. Like they didn't give him a single inch on anything he said. And like based off what I'm looking at, he's got some points in here, and he's got some points in here that are hot takes that people can push back on. Most of the systems in WoW have no real purpose relative to the game itself, which further separates the identity. Multiple features inspired from other mediums, but not fleshed out enough for their own game. This is another valid thing from Tech Column to Riddler, because if you're going to say they have no real purpose relative to the game itself, at that point, you definitely need to elaborate on it. Not that I actually disagree with what he's saying. I just need to hear in specific and particularly what systems he's pertaining to, and then like give an opinion on whether he's spitting facts or not. But this is I completely feel for saying like, yeah, some Riddler shit. What does that even mean? Like, explain yourself at this point. Immerse the players in the actual game, not the concept of better than Genshin. Now this I wholeheartedly agree with. This I wholeheartedly agree with, chat. Because that's what I get from Wuthering Waves. I get, respectfully speaking, that they weren't trying to create a game that is solely their identity. They were trying to create a game that was better than Genshin Impact. And I think they still do that to this day. The Storm Terror is a better version than Genshin Storm Terror, right? I completely agree with this. They are making a game with the thought process in mind of, I just want it to be better than Genshin Impact. Same price points, but we're going to give a free weapon banner, right? Same dynamic of exploration and day-to-day activities, but it's Kudo. It's like, this is so fucking accurate for me personally. I don't disagree with this an ounce, like not even a single ounce. I mean, to be fair, the whole point of Wuthering Waves is to be the better Genshin. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, can you say that's a fact? No, but I'd say it's pretty close to it. What was okay? Here's the infamous fucking here's the infamous line. What was missing glue? Oh my fucking god, man. I fucking love EO, dog. Oh shit, man. They blamed him for that line. You know, it's funny because I know Tech so well now that I can see how this drives Tech just fucking insane. Because let's face it, guys, y'all know who Tech is, right? Tech wants you to be specific in everything. He wants you to be explicit with your viewpoint. So imagine Tech seeing that. You know what I'm saying? What was missing glue to the system? Dude, what the fuck is that? What does that even mean, man? Oh my fucking god, dude. It's so fucking funny to me, I swear, bro. What was missing glue to the system? Okay, so like this is one of those, and then again, it's another Riddler moment, right? But I have to like think about this. I'm really gonna try and think about this. Wuthering Waves is missing every time I think of Riddler. I think of Riddler, bro. Because if you think about it, chat, the comedy in it is now I'm sitting here trying to figure out what he meant by that. And that's why I said this nigga Tech is a comedian, bro. It's like, as I'm sitting here pondering on what he means on that, it is giving life to the word, to the name Riddler, right? It's giving life to it. It's like I'm trying to study now what he meant by this. And I would say, to be completely fair, that is what Tech means by Riddler. I shouldn't have to study what this means. I shouldn't have to like sit here and go, okay, what could he possibly mean by that? But like I said, man, I don't sit here and like riddle me this. I don't sit here though and like I don't view EO as a villain right here. So for me, if I was firmly a Wuthering Waves like fucking like content creator who was like so keen and supporting the game, I would immediately go, EO, let's talk about this, because I need to understand what you're talking about. I want to hear your viewpoints, and I want to have a conversation about each and every one of these. What precisely did you mean by what was missing glue to the system, right? I wouldn't sit here and go, fuck this guy. He don't know what the hell he's talking about. Like Riddler, this, yeah. I would straight up be like, get in the call. Let's talk about this shit. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know what the fuck you even mean by this, and I'm just curious. Maybe you're cooking up something that I'm not seeing here, right? Pretty much it. As I understand it, he wants more synergy between all the mechanisms of the game. Okay. Yeah. But regardless, though, y'all get what I'm saying, right? So Saint already did that. To be fair, Saint did it after grilling him on stream. It wasn't like that wasn't the first thought. It was grill, and then I think EO probably reached out, and then they spoke. You see what I'm saying? And that's how it happens. It's like it's a part of the farm. Whereas again, I personally would always get on the call first before grilling. I'd get on the call first before grilling, right? Like right now, we're literally just elaborating on what has already been done, and I'm giving you my viewpoint on it. But if it was ever like a real problem to me, the first thing I would do is I'd be like, let's get him in the call. Let's see what's going on here. Did you see the Saint and Ryukyu therapy session? Guys, I'm not the type of person who literally goes around and just like sticks my nose in every single like disagreement. I just don't. I'm telling y'all, that's why I always pop off when people like jump in my business, because I am a firm believer in mind your fucking business. I'm a firm believer in that. I just am. I feel like what he's saying applies to all games, and things he sees no purpose actually is without purpose for us players, but makes the company more money and they can get away with it. All right, man. That was long. That was long-winded. That really was. Holy shit.